Tesla is officially giving away their best feature for free. Yes, the new version 14 of full self-driving is going out to all owners. You don't have to own it or subscribe to it because Tesla is giving it to you for free right now, and there's no expiration date, so it might just be free indefinitely. Let me explain what the big deal about version 14 is, how you can get this for free and why Tesla's giving it away for free, and why all the signs are pointing to this being free basically for the foreseeable future, so you no longer have to pay. Also, speaking of free, I've got a free way you can give your Tesla an upgrade with the help of Sentry Pro, giving you live real-time alerts anytime Sentry mode goes off. Stay tuned to learn more about how you can try this totally for free. So the main thing you need to know about Tesla's full self-driving system is basically any modern Tesla is capable of having access to it. And all you have to do is either pay the $8,000 from Tesla to unlock it, or the better way is right now, at least until it's free, is to subscribe to it. So $100 a month, you could subscribe within the app, or you can do it on the car. And then once you do, you're going to unlock the menu. So if you head in here to the menu, go under autopilot, you'll now have the option here for full self-driving supervised, which is all the way on the right, and you do have to turn it on. But it's a little confusing because full self-driving is more than that. For that subscription price, or the price you pay for purchase, you're actually getting 3 sets of features. You're getting, obviously, the full self-driving, ability on the street, which I'll show off. There is an actual smart summon feature that I'll show off first because it's a little bit more interesting and a little bit more risky. And then there's a feature called auto park, which will automatically park the car in spaces for you. These are technically 3 different features, all kind of rolled into one under the full self-driving umbrella. So the first feature I've had my fair share of issues with, but is a cool party trick, is called summon. And basically there's 2 parts to summon. There is smart summon, or I guess dumb summon, and then actually smart summon. So the summon feature in and of itself basically just moves the car forwards and backwards. Kind of nice if you're in a particularly tight parking space or you've got a tight garage space. Basically, if I go into the summon section of the app and I get the car all loaded up, I can see my different cameras around the car. And then before I go the whole go to target or anything, I have dumb summon, which is just forwards or backwards. So literally I'll step out of the way. If I go backwards here on the app, I'm pressing and holding, the car is going to reverse out. And I'm remote controlling it and nobody's in the car. That's kind of cool. Then I can go forward and go back in that spot. Again, we've had this for a while. It's not anything crazy. The crazier part to all this is what is called actually smart summon. And the whole idea with this is that you can basically have the car come pick you up. There are a couple of settings you can adjust for this in the car, but really everything is happening on your phone. Now this is actually like the perfect use case for actual smart summon because it's a rainy, cold day. I just came out of the store. My car is parked all the way on the other side of the parking lot. But I am just lazy and inconvenienced by that, and I don't want to walk. So basically what I can do is jump into the summon tab, and this time I've got the same interface but 2 different options. I can either have the car come to a target or have the car come to me, though I've kind of found that usually doing the target is a little bit better than doing the person. So I'm just going to hover over where I am, and then all I'm going to do is press the magic button on go to target. I'm going to step out of the way so you can see, and you'll get an inside view of where the car is going to go. So the car is literally going to reverse out, and I can see here with the blue line its path. It's going to reverse out and hopefully not hit any pedestrians and not hit any other cars. And, oh good God, that was close to that car. I think we're okay. And it's going to drive all the way around and try to be slow. Now it does say it's reducing speed to poor conditions. It's not currently raining, but it is dark and cloudy. And eventually it'll come to me. Now I have shown off in previous videos, not only some close calls, but some times where it's thought that it could go on the road when it couldn't. But when it works, it is pretty cool to see the car show up with literally nobody in the driver's seat. So now it's going to come over and park, and bam, there we go. My chariot awaits. So there's my Tesla. Now, this next feature isn't the most flashy or as cool of a party trick, but it's cool, and that is auto park, where basically the car will see all the different parking spaces around you that are available. You tap on one you want, you hit start, and the car is going to kind of go back into full self-driving mode and then park itself for you. So you've got summon, you've got auto park, and these kind of two work together in the full self-driving mode. But in theory, you could never touch full self-driving and still utilize auto park. It's a cool feature, always backs the car in, and basically is going to make your life a little easier and is a part of the full self-driving suite. And just like that, it's doing all the accelerating, all the braking, and I'm good to go. So you literally just tap on the spot you want, it does the rest. And then, of course, there's the big full self-driving feature that is probably what most people care about. And to start this, all you want to do is you could just tap the big blue button, though without a destination, it's not really going to go anywhere. Let's say for this example, I wanted to go to, this open house. I'm going to hit that. I'm going to hit start self-driving. And then the car is going to engage and then do everything for me. It is able to drive through parking lots. It's going in the real world. It is navigating through congestion and construction zones and pedestrian. This is what full self-driving is. And again, like I mentioned a moment ago in the intro, this version 14 of full self-driving is a really big deal. Basically, Tesla says they have kind of redone everything from the ground up. And with version 14, the car is now way smarter. It is way more capable, and it's basically just more in tune with the real world. So it reacts to emergency sirens, it's learning better about different routes and things like that. And the nice thing is if you're not techie, you literally just sit back here, you look at the road, and the car will do the rest. I obviously have my expanded visualizations here so I can see all the different things around the car, and then the car is going to do everything for me. I see the ETA, and that's it. And I will say, I mean, you'll hear a lot of opinions, I'm sure, in the comments. The latest full self-driving is really good. Tesla has made some pretty big strides, and version 14 is much better. There are also a couple of new arrival options here, and of course, you'll still see some issues here with the degradation, where you can change the profile. So I talked about before the different speed profiles. You can adjust those here on the fly. And then also there are now some destination profile preferences as well, where you can have the car either park for you or pull up curbside. So you can say, I'm going to a driveway of a home, I'm going to a parking lot, or I'm going to a parking garage or a curbside, and then the car will park itself for you. And as you're sitting back and relaxing and enjoying what full self-driving has to offer, you probably have some peace of mind knowing that you're not fatigued and having to sort of sit behind the wheel, especially in stop and go traffic. If you're looking for that same kind of freedom and peace of mind with other aspects of your car, that is where I love Sentry Pro, because this is giving you live real-time alerts anytime Sentry mode goes off. Tesla doesn't do this, by the way, but Sentry Pro does. And this, I find, in my case, oh look, little FSD special wipe here, is just great because it gives you so much peace of mind, knowing that if anything was to ever happen to your vehicle and you're not around, you are going to know what's going on. And now there are some new modes in Sentry Pro that'll break through the do not disturb mode in iOS, so you know if an emergency is happening and you're sleeping, it's going to break through your settings and let you know and be alerted. It makes it really easy to jump in and look at the cameras to see what's going on. It's going to work on smartwatches and tablets, so if you've got accessories paired, you're good. Going to work on both iOS or Android, and works with any and every single Tesla in the lineup. It's using the same secure Tesla API as all of the official Tesla sort of third-party apps, and I love that this is solving a real problem and providing so much peace of mind, especially right now still with the crazy Tesla vandalisms going on, and especially now if you're road tripping and FSDing somewhere and your car is parked and left unattended someplace you aren't familiar with, you want that peace of mind to know that if Sentry mode goes off, you are being alerted with Sentry Pro. I also love some of the actions that allow the car to kind of fight back and be on the offensive. If you want to learn more and check it out for yourself today and have that peace of mind, like FSD peace of mind, you can hit the link down below. Works on iOS or Android, and there's a free trial. So you've got nothing to lose and so much peace of mind to gain. So check out Sentry Pro at the link down below. Okay, so now that you know what full self-driving is and you know about the new 14 update and things like that, again, why should you care about this and how can you get this for free? Well, the first thing I'll say is that if you don't care about full self-driving, That's fine. There are plenty of Tesla owners who either don't have access to this feature just yet, or they know about it, they know it exists, but they simply don't care. For one reason or another, they just like driving their car. My mom is an example. I love my mom. I know she's watching my videos. Hi, Mom. Thanks for watching. She's someone who just doesn't care about full self-driving. She just did the trial. She was driving from LA to Vegas, and she got the trial. She got it all downloaded and updated, the car, and she still just didn't end up using it because I think she would rather drive and do her own thing than let full self-driving do its thing, and that's totally okay. You are totally allowed to do that. Just know you will have a couple of consequences if you go that route. Number one is that it's pretty clear Tesla is no longer developing, or at least actively developing, any additional driver assistance packages. So for example, autopilot and enhanced autopilot have been a thing for a long, long time, but now it is very clear that full self-driving is where all the attention and effort is going. In fact, Tesla now no longer even includes autopilot as a feature on their standard 3 and Y, as they just want everyone to buy or subscribe to FSD, and that's it. They really don't care about autopilot anymore. In fact, we've heard they haven't touched that software in a long, long time. The second thing you need to know is that for better or worse, it is becoming increasingly clear, at least on Tesla's mind and their playbook, that they're not a car company. They are an autonomy company and a technology company. And one of Elon's main pursuits in life and in business is to solve the full self-driving problem. And it's very clear, and Tesla has openly admitted this, that they don't care about really selling cars or making big advancements and being like traditional automakers. They want to offer full self-driving and offer vehicles on demand. And what that means for you is that if you don't care about full self-driving, not that Tesla is going to abandon the car business overnight, but they are certainly not going to be like other companies who might be making an extra effort for quality of life features or upgrades or design tweaks and things like that. They have their own set of priorities, and full self-driving is certainly at the top of that list, and they think that is enough for them to move the needle. So all that to say, if you care about maybe more rich software updates and more creature comforts and more things that matter for actually driving the vehicle, Tesla might not be the company that is going to best fit those interests and maybe what you're looking for, just to be totally clear about things. Okay, but let's assume that's not you. Let's say you're into full self-driving, you like the idea of it, you're excited to see what it can become, and you want to give it a shot. How exactly can you get it for free? Well, there are a couple of ways Tesla is doing this right now. The first is that typically with every major release, at least the last couple we've seen, Tesla will do a free trial where they will basically give it away to all of their owners, and it just pops up in your car. You don't have to sign up for anything. You don't have to do anything. You're just going to get a pop-up. You turn it on, you use it, and then typically in 30 days, it will go away. And this has begun. People have begun to receive pop-up notifications saying, hey, you're getting full self-driving for free. And Tesla has also released their official documentation confirming there is now a free trial of version 14 going out. Basically, the only eligibility requirements are you have to have version 14.2, which means you have to have hardware 4, and then just an S, X, 3, Y, or Cybertruck, and be in the US, Puerto Rico, Mexico, or Canada. And then as soon as you get the update pushed to your car, you're immediately getting a free trial. Now, I will have a full video coming, I think, in the next day or so, breaking down all the kind of nitty gritty with this and kind of some of the things that Tesla doesn't tell you. But the too long didn't read on this is it's available right now. It's rolling out right now, and there is no cap. It doesn't say a week. It doesn't say 30 days. It just doesn't say that there's a limit on this, which kind of has me suspecting that maybe this trial is going to go on longer than we've seen in the past. And I think that's going to happen for good reason, and also kind of leads into some other ways and reasons why Tesla finally kind of makes FSD free, at least for the foreseeable future. The second obvious way to get this for free is just to buy a new Tesla. They're giving everybody 3 months of full self-driving, so that's obviously a no-brainer if you're going to buy a car anyways. But again, I already know the comments are coming. This doesn't make any sense for long term. Why would Tesla give full self-driving away for longer than 30 days or 60 days, or how would that work? So thank you for asking that question. It's an excellent question. Give me a moment to explain why Tesla's long-term plans will likely, I guess maybe their short-term plans will include free full self-driving, and their long-term plans will likely explore some more recurring revenue models and situations. Basically, to make a long story short, it doesn't take a rocket scientist or an economist to realize that right now, Tesla is in the vehicle delivery business and the sales business, and they need to make sales. They need to do whatever they can to entice people to go with their vehicles and not others. It's why we're hearing that CarPlay is coming with the holiday update. It's why Tesla runs a bunch of freebies and promotions in order to entice people to buy. And one of the big differentiators they have from everybody else on the market is full self-driving. They are pushing full self-driving like crazy in their marketing materials. They're inviting owners to come and do demo drives of full self-driving supervised. They hand full self-driving trials out like candy. Not only can you get it if you're a brand new customer, but in fact, they're giving it away if you buy like a set of tires. If you're an owner and you buy a new set of tires, they're going to give you 3 days or 30 days of FSD supervised. It is just something they're looking to give away because they want people to try it. And we've learned, despite all of their best marketing efforts and despite all the hype you might hear around online, the take rate, or like the number of people who actually are using full self-driving either by purchasing or subscribing, is I think only 8%, or it's still like in the single digits company-wide and worldwide. So obviously Tesla has, 90%-ish of customers who have never tried full self-driving or don't use it on a regular basis. They want to try to convert. And really the best way they can do that is to give it away for free. And the whole reason they'd want to give it away for free is for kind of two selfish reasons on their end. Number one is that they're hoping if you get a taste of it for free, you will buy or subscribe to it on a long-term basis. Obviously, that is what they want, which is why they do all these free trials and freebies. And the second reason is that the data they collect from you driving on full self-driving helps them. It helps the entire fleet. It helps full self-driving become better. And if Tesla really does want to explore long-term growth of their robotaxi autonomous fleet program and maybe licensing full self-driving to other automakers, simply put, the more data they have, the better. So it is to Tesla's advantage to have more people using full self-driving. And the best way they can do that right now is by just giving it to people for free and not locking it behind some arbitrary paywall. And I know some of you guys are thinking that you're smarter than me, which I'm sure some of you are, but you're also thinking, you're stupid. This is crazy. Why would Tesla do this? Blah, blah, blah. But again, I'm going to tell you the data doesn't lie. The estimate for Tesla deliveries this quarter, currently how Tesla, this giant public company, really lives or dies by their delivery numbers, isn't looking all that hot. But I will say, in their defense, the prediction market on full self-driving's release before April of 2026 is actually getting better and better and even better for before May 2026. If you guys want to get in on this action and put your money behind current events and sort of, things you know about and you care about, you can, of course, check out my friends over at Kalshi. They are like the biggest prediction market on the planet right now, allowing you to really invest in things you know about and care about. They've got markets on everything under the sun, including some really cool Tesla stuff. You can check out my link down below if you want to learn more. And also, I've got a special offer for you as well. So what exactly does this mean for current Tesla owners or future Tesla owners? Well, in my opinion, I think we're going to see a pretty big shift sometime soon in the next 12 months to, let's just call it, free full self-driving for extended trial periods, because I don't think Tesla's going to make it indefinite, if you do a couple of things. We've seen code already that Tesla is working on a new rewards program for their owners, that if you do certain things, they're going to give you perks, which I'm sure one of those is going to include full self-driving. We're also saying in the latest update, Tesla is now showing you really easily how many of your miles were driven manually versus how many were driven with full self-driving on. And if I had to guess, I think what Tesla is going to do is start to incentivize people who drive with full self-driving, that either, hey, the more miles you drive with full self-driving, the more rewards you're going to get in terms of cash or credits or things like that. Or, hey, if you do, this or that, or you drive X amount of miles a month with full self-driving on, we're going to give it to you for free, because it really doesn't cost Tesla basically anything. And that data is very valuable to them. And I think that's something we're going to see as, again, it is a win-win for them. And also, we've seen some other advantages to full self-driving. Not only is it a safer sort of just overall thing for the car, but also we've seen Tesla capture full self-driving data, and the more miles of FSD you drive, the lower your insurance premiums could be if you go through Tesla insurance. So there are definitely some different, win-win scenarios for everybody here. And given the fact that Tesla is already starting to bundle full self-driving with other subscriptions they offer, like their different warranties and their protection plans and premium connectivity, it seems like some full self-driving bundles are coming where soon you will be able just to pay one flat fee and get a bunch of Tesla perks with full self-driving thrown in there. So I think there are a number of ways we're going to see full self-driving continue to be free. It's already free right now or included with the Model S, Model X, and the higher-end Cybertruck. So I think we might start to see some vehicles become included with full self-driving, at least for long periods of time. But again, I think it is to Tesla's advantage to have as many people using full self-driving as possible. And not only is a free trial going to be coming in the next couple of weeks with the holiday update, but I think we will see longer free full self-driving trials and also ways to pretty easily get full self-driving just by doing some super simple things, like committing to driving X amount of miles per month on full self-driving. They'll credit you that way. Or, hey, if you rate a supercharging stop, we'll give you free full self-driving, this and that. I think it's only inevitable because, again, with the take rate being in the single digits, Tesla needs people to use full self-driving. And the best way they can do that is, again, I know I'm repeating myself, but it's important, so I'll say it again, is to give it away for free because everybody loves a freebie and nobody wants to pay. So I'm curious, guys, what are your thoughts on full self-driving as we head into 2026? Are you impressed with the latest updates? Is it been a progression for you, a regression? If you're not into full self-driving, why is that? And would you use it if it was free? Please drop a comment down below and let me know. And also RIP to all the Hardware 3 owners. My heart goes out to you because I know that's a whole nother conversation for another video. Appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much. I am Robert Rosenfeld, and I'll see you all in the next one.